Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve McCauley coming with another VGC 2016 Wi-Fi battle on the battle spot. Today against another Japanese person, and his team, he's got a RayOgre team. And for those of you who don't know, the main idea behind a RayOgre team is to have out specifically Kyogre and Rayquaza against a Groudon, to be able to, especially a Primal Groudon, to be able to get off a Water Spout or an Origin Pulse or a Scald in the rain, or not even in the rain. So, for example, it usually works best when there's for example, look at my opponent's team, his Crobat and his Kyogre out first against my Porygon 2 and my Groudon. And I think, oh, well, I have the sun up, so I'm safe. So I don't protect or anything, but what he does is he switches out the Crobat for Rayquaza. Rayquaza comes out, negates the effects of the weather, so his Kyogre can get off a Water Spout or a Water type move safely, and it's going to floor my Groudon because it's 4 times effective plus stab. So that's kind of the idea behind this. So I played a bunch against these teams, and I've learned this the hard way. So what I've starting out with is, well, you're going to see when we get it started, but I'm going to explain it now, but we'll go ahead and get the video started now. But usually what I start off with is my Porygon 2 and my Groudon, and hope that my opponent starts out with his Kyogre, so that he will think that he will be able to safely get off his water move on my Groudon. So I start off with that, but he starts out with Rayquaza and Cresselia. So kind of a shame for me, because what I have planned, luckily, as you guys see right there, my Porygon 2 gets a special attack boost, very helpful. But what I try and do is, I want my opponent to have Kyogre out and another Pokemon for him to switch in Rayquaza and attack, but I was going to protect with my Groudon and use Ice Beam on the other slot onto the opponent's switch in, which I would hope would be Rayquaza to take it out. But he didn't. He started with Cresselia, so we're going to see a Mega Evolution here from the Rayquaza, and that's going to bring up his Delta Stream, his own weather condition. And what happens next kind of surprised me. It was not something I was expecting at all. We're going to see a Waterfall from my opponent. So that's going to be 4 times effective. It's going to do a ton of damage. I was so shocked. I started out with 9 HP, which was incredible. I was not expecting that whatsoever. That was incredible. And Cresselia goes for Safeguard. So it kind of shows that his Cresselia is faster than my Groudon. Kind of interesting. But my Groudon flinches, unfortunately. So I go for the Ice Beam. That's 4 times effective, plus I got my download special attack boost, so it's going to take out the Rayquaza. So it's going to take care of that problem, even though that was quite interesting what he did. So luckily we got that out of the way. We're already up 4-3, and he goes into the Crobat. So we have to protect with Groudon. I'm expecting something, because Groudon can go down easily, but I do not want my Groudon to go down right now, because I need it for my opponent's Kyogre. So we're going to see a Super Fang is going to take out half my health, and the Icy Wind. So we're going to see it's a speed control Cresselia, but it's not going to do much damage to my team. And with the speed drops, it's actually going to help me when I set up the Trick Room. So I'm going to get an Ice Beam off, and what really surprises me is that Crobat survives. And it only is 2 times effective, but Crobat isn't known for its defenses, especially after a special attack boost. So I switch out my Groudon here for Cresselia, just in case you went for some sort of Sludge Bomb or Super Fang on that slot. So, and we're going to see another Icy Wind. And my opponent taunts me there. That kind of sucks, because this turn, or I went for the Ice Beam because I thought I was going to take it out. And I go for a Trick Room, and I realized it was kind of a bad play. And now that I see he has taunt, most of them do carry taunt, I will say that. It was kind of a misplay on my part, because now I have Aegislash out and I'm going to get taunted. So, kind of sucks. I'm going to lose that ability to get off those wide guards, especially now that he switches into his Primal Kyogre right here. So really, really sucks. A misplay on my part for honestly not realizing that Crobat was probably going to carry taunt. I just thought I was going to take it out. So we're going to get the rain up. This is why I saved my Primal Groudon in the back to be able to take care of this. And here we see the taunt. No surprise there. So unfortunately both my Pokemon are taunted right now. I do go for an attack. I made a mistake here as well. I went for a double attack into the Crobat, because I was saying, well, I don't know if one of my Pokemon's going to go down this turn, or if it's going to flinch, or whatever. So I was like, I just want to make sure this Crobat's gone. And unfortunately, somehow I know how the Icy Wind speed drops, my Aegislash goes first, so we don't get too much damage off on that Primal Kyogre. So what I do here, I switch out. I go for the double switch out. I'm expecting well, I'm saying it's possible that he goes for some sort of water type move, and both my Pokemon are taunted, so Aegislash is just a sitting duck out there, and Porygon 2 can't really do anything against these two Pokemon. So I go for the double switch out into my two legendary Pokemon, and we are going to see the Origin Pulse, so good for me. Luckily my opponent doesn't carry Helping Hand, but he's going to go for the skill swap. So I don't know if his Cresselia and his Primal Kyogre have like a speed tie or something, or what, because it didn't, like, that helps now that he's got it up, but it didn't help him that turn. So here we're going to see Origin Pulse. I decided to let my Primal Groudon go down, because now I say, well, I can take out that Cresselia, and if he switches out Cresselia, he's going to lose the rain. So I let my Groudon go down to get this free switch in, and he goes for another Icy Wind. So up to this point, all we've really seen attacking-wise from that Cresselia is Icy Wind. So I go for the Flash Cannon here to see how much it can do, because I don't want to get my attack partially dropped from a Draco Meteor, and that doesn't even do half, and that's a crit. So we know a Draco Meteor will definitely not take that out at all. And you go in the Aegislash here, expecting an Origin Pulse from my opponent, but he just goes for the safe Ice Beam into my Dialga, and I think I can tank that, but he actually gets a crit and takes me out. I'm not sure if the crit mattered, but that's unfortunate. It would have been helpful if I went for the Draco Meteor, because I didn't even get another attack off. So just like that, my opponent's already back in this. We're already at, I believe it's 3-2 now, and he's winning. So here I go for the Wide Guard. I kind of don't want to take my Aegislash out of defensive position, and my opponent goes for the Thunder, so he reveals he has the Thunder, which probably means he doesn't have any other water type moves. And you see it does, I was at 78 and I'm at 9, so it did less than half. And I go for the Recover here. So with that, I can theoretically recover stall that Thunder. So I keep going for the Wide Guard. I'm not going to risk an Origin Pulse here. So, and he goes for Thunder, but this time he's going to target the Aegislash. So we're kind of unfortunate, and we get paralyzed there, which again, the speed drop is perfect, but the chance of not being able to move is what really stinks. So I go for a Recover here on my Porygon 2 to get me up to full health, because I'm going to need it, and I'm going to get the Leftovers recovery. So in this position, we know it's going to take at least 2 more Thunders to take me out. So I do not Wide Guard here, because I say, well, I have to change something up, because if not, my opponent's going to win. Even though Thunder doesn't have that much PP, it's not going to matter. So the Icy Wind, you're going to see it doesn't really do anything to me anyways. So it just drops my speed, so which is perfect for Aegislash, and Porygon 2 is, we've seen, is already slower than all of them. So here I go for the Ice Beam. I go for the double target into the Cresselia, and there we get the freeze. And I'm like, heck yeah. But in the end, it's not really going to matter. The Shadow Ball is going to take him out. And that's going to be the end of the Cresselia, which is great. You're going to see it is a crit, but I don't think that crit mattered. Usually Shadow Balls do over 50% to Cresselias, from this Aegislash at least. And there goes the rain. So he lost a big boost to those Origin Pulses, and Aegislash is slowly gaining some HP. Here I'm going to put him back in the shield form. I need him to be or have his defenses a little bit higher, especially from that Thunder. And so we're going to see, I'm hoping this turn right here that, and there I go for the Hidden Power Ground. I forgot that it was skill swap, so it was a mistake as well. And you guys probably noticed this battle's getting pretty long. We're getting close to the end of the battle on time limit wise, and I was hoping he'd miss this Thunder right here, but unfortunately he doesn't. So there goes Aegislash. Now we're back to 1-1, and at this point, I mean, I go for the Ice Beam and it does absolutely nothing. So this next turn is going to be the last turn. Time's going to run out, and he misses the Origin Pulse. I go for the Recover anyways. I was hoping to be able to recover my HP higher than my opponents to win from the timer, but so luckily he missed. I think that made a difference, but that's pretty much it. I made some big mistakes. That Mega Rayquaza really caught me off guard with that Waterfall. It really crippled my Groudon, where I couldn't use it all this battle. But that's pretty much with the RayOgre teams. I like waiting with my Porygon 2 and my Groudon to be able to predict that Rayquaza switch in with the Ice Beam and take it out before it causes any problems. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you got any suggestions, any comments. If you guys want to battle me or whatever, go ahead and let me know. But that's going to be it, and I'll see you guys next time.